doing? I hope you guys are all doing good. Welcome back to ATM. I am your girl, the one, the only, Nzima Beyonce, and that's on period, okay? Right now, the name has been approved. All my haters can go to sleep. Thank you. It's either Nzima Beyonce or Nzima Oprah. The people that have been calling me Nzima Delay, watch out. We need to talk, okay? It's Nzima Oprah or Beyonce. That's it. That's the only names. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a beautiful day. It is the day glad and rejoice in it. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do that right now. Let's not even talk. It's Revolt Media. Just do that right now. Just hit it. Thank you. And you see the little bell next to it? Make sure you hit it so whenever we post, you will be notified. If you are on Facebook, hit the like, follow button so that whenever we post, you will also be notified. You don't want to miss anything. We have amazing shows on here. We have ATM. One Calbea Day, Drive, Sit Down. We have so many amazing things happening on here, so you don't want to miss out. So make sure you subscribe and you follow. Of course, we're going to give you guys a great show as always, but we also have to thank the people who make it happen. Lona Soul Clothing. Yes, Lona Soul Streetwear. This summer we outside. Baby, me this summer, I'm outside. I make my money, then I come and spend it. Then I go back to work. We outside, okay? We outside with Lona Soul this summer. The shorts, the shirts, and the beanie, okay? The shirts comes in black and white. The shorts comes in tan and gray. Ladies, take it from me, okay? As the president, co-president of Lona Soul Streetwear, listen, size down when it comes to the shorts. Just size down and just call me and let me know how you feel after you size down. Just trust me on it. Get your Lona Soul right now. Head over to lonasoulstreetwear.com and make sure you use the code REVOLT. They are giving you guys a special deal if you get an 80% off. Look, I recently purchased, and when he gave me the new price, I was shocked, okay? So get yours right now. Akuba, GGC, baby, this summer. The skin gotta glow, the hair gotta grow, and the beard gotta connect, okay? Make sure you get yours this summer, this winter, whatever it is, get yours now. It comes in, but they have the body butter, they have the oils, the hair oils, and so many amazing things that are on there. Go get yours right now. Just use the code REVOLT to get 50% off. You want to glow this summer, okay? You want to glow this summer. Yesterday, I was walking in Target, and some lady was like, wow, you're really glowing from afar. I was like, is that a Akuba glow, okay? Get yours right now. Use the code REVOLT. Head over to www.akuba.com, EKUBAH.com, and get yours now. If you have questions or suggestions or anything, I just reach out to 614-584-1845 and they will take care of you. RG Kids Portrait. RG Kids, for all our new moms, expecting parents, expecting moms, expecting dads, parents with young kids, parents, all of that, babies, parents with babies. Look, reach out to RG Kids. Let me tell you something. They will take care of you, okay? They will capture the moment. These kids are growing up so fast. And as the president of Auntie Jasmine Group, look, the kids are growing. Yesterday, I saw my nieces and she's almost my height, okay? So go capture the moments now, because as soon as they get older, they'll tell you they're busy. They'll tell you they're booked and busy. I don't know what they're booked doing, but they'll tell you they're booked and busy. So make sure you capture all the moments right now with RG Kids. Look, and if you need inspiration just to make a mini version of you, I stopped going on their page because every time I go on their page, my ovaries will be turning. So I stopped going. But if you need inspiration just to make a mini version of yourself, head over to their Instagram page. It's RG_kids_portrait. And all their pictures comes with decor and a theme and sometimes attire. Or you can give them a call on 614-254-2151. Tell RG Jasmine sent you, and I promise you she's going to give you a discount. Now let's get the party started. You know, once I sit down, I am here with my bullheaded men, okay? Yes, I know everybody's like, they always defeat you. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know what I'll do without them, so I'll stick beside them. I'm just trying to find another lady here, so I'm not the only woman. Very soon, I'll find another female here, okay? My dad was like, they're always defeating. They beat you and then you become silent. I'm like, what can I do? But yeah, I'm here with the man, the God, the city, the Guinness World Record holder. Let's speak it, okay? Guinness World Record holder, my brother, Kumasi. How are you?
I'm all right, Jasmine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
The Guinness World Record holder, and then I'll do the interview as the Guinness World Record holder. That would be really good. Dope, though.
You want to do the first interview if we're able to?
I have to do the first. If you give it to anybody, I'm disowning you. Who are you thinking about? Hold on. First of all, let's go back. Who are you thinking about giving it to?
You know how beautiful it is when... your problem says I will disown you.
Wait, hold on. Am I the problem?
For life. Yeah. And for life is for life.
Yeah, for life is for life.
Hold on.
When your problem says I'm going to disown you, that has always been the prayer.
Direct interpretation of when the sun sets free, it's free indeed.
Wow. Background vocalist. Who asked you?
I'm just preaching the word.
Wow. I'm the problem. I'll be his problem till death, okay? But yeah, I'm waiting for that interview. I'm going to do it. If I don't do it, whoever does the first, I'll ruin it. I'll find a way to sabotage it. You know, we are in the sabotaging season.
Let's pray for strength. That's all matters.
You got this. The bank ain't banking.
Yeah, because we need a lot of things to make this happen, you know. So
yes, please.
If you are rooting, please root
Sponsor.
right.
We got 20 more days to go.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's how close it is.
It's June 1st.
Like joke. Wow, that's interesting. Well, we're rooting for you, Kumasi.
Thank you.
And then my next favorite, well, he's my part-time favorite bullheaded man because sometimes he be doing me somehow.
2 kids.
I'm here with Big Mikey. Big Mike, how are you?
I'm doing good by the grace of God. I'm doing very, very well.
Okay.
Grace is keeping me and my family and my loved ones.
I'm his loved one, so he's keeping me.
Grace is keeping us. So
that's good. That's good.
We give all the glory to God.
You know, I'm scared about today's topic.
Oh, don't be scared.
Because of y'all, too.
Today is Saturday. It's a beautiful...
Today's Tuesday, sir.
Oh, yeah. Today's
Are you still in the weekend?
So I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah, but here we are, so... Yeah.
But anyways, let's get this party started, okay? Since some people are still in weekend mode. Some people are ready to go. Me, I'm not in weekend mode because I got work to do. But anyway, today we're going to talk about independent Black women. You know, for a long time, well, I used to hear, people be like, oh, I'm an independent Black woman. I'm an independent Black woman. I used to think it was like some type of like something that women used to like uplift themselves. Then I realized women say it just against men, right? For a long time. So for a long time, I didn't really understand it properly. So I was also saying I'm an independent Black woman because mind you, when you work, you make your own money, you make your whatever it is. You feel like you're independent. You're not dependent on anybody. But then women have been saying it as an attack to men, you know, that I can do it by myself without a man. I don't know if you guys on social media that you hear these women right now, it's like a whole contest fight against men, you know, about women feeling like they're better than men. So then independent Black women has started, but many are saying that independent Black women is what is destroying the Black communities or the African American homes or the I'll just say the Black communities. What do you men? I'm gonna start with Big Mike. I'm gonna take my chance. I'm gonna start with Big Mike because the way Kumasi's face is, if I start with him, it's over for all of us. So I'm gonna start with Big Mike today.
I don't even understand what independent Black women is, so that's what I was about to ask you.
Okay, let me give you guys.
Kind of give it.
Oh yeah, I have the definition. Sorry,
independent Black woman.
I have the definition. Sorry, I had pulled it up actually. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay, one of the definitions of an independent black woman is characterized. They don't have like a definition; they have the characteristics. From what I have, as an emotional restrained woman, an independent woman, and a caretaking woman, and okay, sorry. An independent woman is also considered a strong woman who can hold back her emotions to avoid appearing weak and portraying themselves as strong and independent while being responsible for everybody, for problems of others, and taking care of the problems as if they were their own. An independent black woman stems from black women being oppressed. Black women being oppressed and some of the oppression that women face. So that is where the notion of independent black woman stems from. So that's the definition I got. So she's independent. She doesn't depend on anybody. She takes care of everybody by herself. So it's like she's carrying the weight of the world on her back by herself. She's financially responsible for everybody and for herself. And that's that. So that's the definition we have.
Okay, thank you.
I think producer is also trying to get another definition for you too.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I'll start with Big Mikey.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your, how do you feel about let's just say, how do you feel about the word independent black woman?
I don't think it's how I feel. I think it's more of like why is it that like the other race or the other race, we don't have like, I've never heard independent white woman. Does it mean that they are like enslaved or maybe they're just playing their roles as women? I think the fact that you're able to take care of it yourself, it's like, I think it's what you were supposed to do as a woman or as a man. It doesn't really matter, right? But then like, it's like me meeting somebody and the person telling me that I'm a good person. If you're a good person, you don't have to tell me that you're a good person.
Yeah, actions will speak for itself.
Exactly. So like when most black women keep drumming this into our heads, right? I'm an independent, okay, and then they say that like I think they usually say it to mean that they don't need a man in their lives, which is okay. Like nobody is asking you to bring a man. I think a relationship is a choice.
It's a choice, yeah.
The problem with I think with the comment or like with that phrase independent black women has nothing to do with being independent. I think has everything to do with showing men that what men can do, they can do better.
Okay.
That's the way I see it. Right? That's my opinion. But as a human being, we all have expectation, man or a woman, right? If you're 18 years old, you don't live with your parents and you work and take care of yourself. It doesn't matter how you do it. If whatever you're doing does not cause any menace to society. You're an independent person. I've never heard men saying that they're independent black men.
Of course, no, I don't think I've heard.
Yeah, and I think the history behind this is that black women feels like they've been like suppressed or oppressed by black men. Right. And there are so many variables to this argument because at one point, some black women feel like they're being oppressed by black men. And the same people that are saying that when a black man goes and then marry a white woman, you're like, oh, he left his black queens to marry.
But don't you feel like that is the reason why a lot of black women decide to be independent and be the independent strong woman, because the black men are going for other races instead of their own, and they treat other races better instead of their own? Really. Don't you think so?
Because most of the black women, it's like you don't value what you have to lose it, right? And men and women are not equal. We are not. We are different. Right? I'm not saying one is bigger than the other or whatever.
Of course,
we are different. So if I'm not praised by my own people, and then I go out there, there's a stigma about like black men that some white women like and will like worship or treat them well. It doesn't mean I'm treating them better. It's reciprocal. The way she treats me does not warrant me being mean to her. Okay. Right? If she treats me right by default, I'll do that. Don't you think that? I'm not saying that like there are black men that do not abuse black women. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there is this mindset that the independent black women movement have that all black men are oppressing all black women, and that's not true, right? We most and then when they talk about it, they don't talk about like the disrespect that they give to like they put on like black men, saying that you went like the S word, you went like you're nobody, like yeah. So when these things happen, and then like this men look at how some other white person that maybe he works with treats him, it's like there's a better option, right? If my own people or not. So the word independent, I think that if you're a grown woman or a grown man, you take care of yourself, you are independent. You don't think so? So don't you find a problem or like an issue with like why aren't black men saying that we are independent black men? But then the black woman is saying that, and the reason why they're saying that is because they think they are being oppressed by the black men, right? Granted, let's say that hypothetically they are being oppressed by the black men. So why do you have a problem when the black man goes to the other race to find a woman or a partner? And then the same independent black women movement say that they left their black queens to marry a white person.
Okay.
Yeah. So like we need to get to a point where black men and black women have an understanding like of our roles, right?
Do you feel like it's a role then? Do you feel like, because I think, what is it called? Malcolm X said it better, that the most disrespected women are black women. And he said this in 1962, right? It's not 2020. He said in 1962. What was the context in which he said that? Do you feel like, well, his statement was the most disrespected person in America is a black woman. The most unprotected person in America is a black woman. The most neglected person in America is a black woman. Do you feel like black men or men create problems with their own colored women because they feel like, oh, the woman is supposed to be humble, the woman is supposed to be this, the woman is supposed to be that, and then they don't create the same rules for other cultures? That is the reason why black women decided, or our black women decided that, okay, maybe then we will be independent, we'll do it on our own, then we don't have to worry about
So I
men. Do you feel, because when you pay attention, it's black women that says I'm a black independent woman. Do you feel like it's because of what you men do towards us? Instead, you guys don't do it towards other people. That's why we have to now form like a barrier, protection. Let me be an independent strong black woman.
How is that protecting them?
Because then if I have to protect myself from you, I'd rather be by myself and be independent. You guys can go ahead and, because we've heard black women say, oh, white men respect them more than.
Go for them.
That's what I'm saying. The term that we created, I'm a strong, independent black woman. Do you feel like women created it as a form of like a shield? Because black men have disrespected, and when I say black men, I mean Africans, whatever. Because these days you have to break it down. I'm saying all of it. Do you feel like because black men have disrespected us so much, we have to find a protection? So our protection is, I'm a strong, independent black woman.
I mean, first of all, I don't think black men have disrespected black women in general. And I think Malcolm X's comment was at a time that was different. So, yeah, different times. At that point, right, like there was a system that was created that enabled the black woman to kick a good black man out of the house so that they will get welfare.
So it's still the same. It hasn't changed.
No,
it's still the same.
You don't get it. There was a good black man in the house who goes to work and provide for his family. He did not disrespect his wife or his partner. But then the system was built that if you kick the black man out of the house, we'll provide for, like, we'll basically, like, the government will be your provider or your husband or your partner, right? When such system is created, it creates tension in the house. It means that the government has basically provided a system where the woman can disrespect, like, she's not going to kick you out, but then her character...
It's called married to the state.
Yes, her character will kick you out. So if you're treating me a certain kind of way, I'm supposed to take it because I'm a black man and you are the weaker vessel. But then if I react, I'm disrespecting a woman. And I can't manhandle you. I can't do anything. Right? And that was what that was what the system was made for. Right? And the fact that these people are like the Malcolm X's of the world, not every comment that they made was right.
So you really don't feel like black women are the most disrespected women? Because I'm a black woman, and I can honestly say...
I don't think so. How many men?
So let me even jump in this. When you say black women are the most disrespected in the world, I disagree with that. Whatever you put in is what you get. Black women are those that disrespect themselves the most. Only disrespect almost for other people to feel like they can disrespect them. So let's go back to the welfare state.
Okay.
Since RBJ, that's his name, right? RBJ did all that welfare. The goal was for the black votes, right? A white person will go for the. You see, black women and the black people always take the bait.
Easy.
They set up this thing, and then boom, all of a sudden, black women are like, "Oh, let's go get a help. Let's go." I mean, they all got married to the state. Why is it that white folks keep get denied, even though
They qualify.
they qualify? They keep get denied. The system was designed for a specific purpose.
Yeah.
And black women were the one that fell for it. The Asians didn't fall for it. The Caucasians didn't fall for it. The Arabians didn't fall for it. Our women fell for it. And the moment they get the money, like, what else do you offer?
Nothing.
It's money. I can get sex everywhere. When I go get sex, make baby with this one, make baby with this one, make baby with this one.
Take child support.
I just go to the system. I'm a single black woman.
Independent.
I have 4 kids. Give me social welfare, and they are giving them all these social welfares. And then what happened? They don't need the man now. They have created single family homes. They have created so this whole sham was bought by the black folks. Think about it. Why is it that the white women are also not on it like the black people are on it? Why is it that the Caucasian are not on? Why?
Do you feel like it was because women, or I'll say black women, did not have the same job equality as compared to a Caucasian woman?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because we come from a culture system where the man was taking care of the woman. There was no problem. The women decide that we don't want that system and we will place the man with this. Because back in the day, per the little history that I've read, back in the day, the doctor, the butcher, the janitor will live in the same environment with their women. Even when you go to, I was watching a video by a guy and he said, go to the cemeteries. Go to the cemeteries. It was a black man, a black woman, and their children. Black men, and their children. And then when we hit the 1970s, it became black women, their children. Black women, their children in the cemeteries.
Yeah.
Yo, now that I'm speaking right now, go to downtown, go to restaurants, especially in the weekends. Saturday night, Sunday night, Friday night, and see. You go with the grandmother, daughter, and grandkids having dinner. No man.
Yeah, Sunday after church, that's what you see.
No man.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you go to the cities like Michigan, Atlanta, and Louisiana, and black woman, grandmother,
children, grandkids,
daughter, and grandkids. No man.
No man. And then you see the white man on the different table.
And it's the whole family.
That is not the problem of the man. That cannot be the problem of the man. It's the fact that our women feel like when they get money, you cannot tell me nothing. When we get the money, just yesterday, Vivica Fox, after 60 years, is saying I need a man.
Yeah,
just yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it.
Couple of years ago, what did Taraji say? Where are black men? We need you guys. Where are you? Well, 10, 15 years ago, she was not speaking like that.
But do you feel like it's out of hurt? That's what a lot of women are saying. That out of hurt on, let's say, how she's. I won't say how she saw growing up, because how she's being treated is the reason why she's saying, okay, I'd rather be independent. Like back then, not saying now what they're saying now, but how she's treated by a black man. Because I'm sitting here.
Black man.
By a black man, do you feel like maybe how she's treated, maybe she's dated a series of black men, and do you feel like it's how she's being treated? That's the reason why I make the choice. Okay, let me be an independent black woman now.
So what changed?
And then maybe after
black men all of a sudden became good people?
Maybe after years, you know.
No. What I'm saying is, did black men all of a sudden become good people?
Maybe she unlearned.
You're not understanding what question. You are telling me that maybe it's because of experiences that she saw that made her to make that decision.
Could it be experience of wrong choices?
That's what I'm saying. That what if
so my question to that as a question is, could it be that all of a sudden black men have changed? And then now black men needs to come back?
I won't say that. Okay, I'll use my personal example. I remember when I was growing up, I had two aunties that kept saying, Jasmine, don't marry a black man or don't marry an African man. Especially, I think there was a stereotype against Nzima men. She kept saying, she was like, find a white man. Okay. So I remember when I first moved to America, every time we would speak, she'd be like, find a white man, a white man, a white man. They will treat you better. They will do this. Because we had another auntie who was married to a white man. And I watched the treatment between that and what I was seeing in my own household, right? So then in my head, I was like, oh, it looked like the treatment was better there compared to, because there'll be times I'll go spend a weekend one of my auntie's house who is married to a white man, and you watch like in the morning, the husband will get up, make breakfast for all of us. And then when I come to my own home, and I see what is happening in my home, I was like,
what's happening? And it's not personal. You don't have to say it. It
was different.
Yeah, I know. But then, like, what you stated in your auntie's house was the husband making breakfast.
Like breakfast, how he speaks to his wife.
Like over the top?
Me personally, it was more of like how he even spoke to his wife.
Yeah.
Because that was what I wasn't seeing in my own home. How he spoke to his wife with like gentleness and all of that. And then when I was seeing other people who were married to Caucasian, men, how they were like you watch them and they look like they're lighter. When a woman, let's be honest, when a woman is not stressed, she's a little lighter. She looks like, compared to what I was seeing with women married to African men. So in my head, I won't lie. I was like, oh, a white man, this, because that's what most of us go. If you ask a few African girls.
So are you still pursuing white men?
No.
Why are you not
me
pursuing?
Personally, I got to a place of learning for myself and finding what works for me. And I personally realized that would not work for me.
When you learn, what did you think was the difference between the black man and the white man?
A black man for me is a protector.
A white man is not?
So this is.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying when I was growing up, my preference became a black man. So let me just not say white men are not protectors because I have a brother-in-law who's white.
So the whole thing that I'm trying to say is, black women thinks the world evolve around them, and we have to. Things have to be done for me in a specific way or not. I've not heard any white woman calling out white men bombs.
No,
they protect their own. Mm-hmm. You think there are no serial killers in the white community?
They are.
Don't we have?
They are more than anything.
Don't we have kid molesters in there?
They do.
You don't think they abuse their wives? Mm-hmm. You think abuse is peculiar to only black men? You don't think they do that? But our women can gladly say, I would prefer to be with her.
Right. Yeah.
You see, what you are doing is you are deeming the spirit of the black man. You are telling the black man, because black men, culturally, we take inspirations from our women.
Yes.
And then our women are telling you are bomb. I would rather be with a white man than to be with a black man. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now you keep giving this man this energy, and then this man grow up with this energy. Then all of a sudden, they want the man to treat women better. But let me ask this typical question, of which anytime I ask this question, I don't get a good answer.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you again. Who raised these black men?
Single black women. That's
so the problem cannot be the black man. The problem cannot be the black man. When a black woman goes to the, and yesterday we talked about this, when a black woman goes to the son's house with the wife in there, the black woman want to stop the son from treating the wife better.
Yeah. I've heard about
But when their daughters are getting married, they expect a man to treat their daughters. Mm-hmm. So there's a state
double standards.
It's a state of confusion.
Yeah.
To the man, which one is right? If my mom is telling me to do this, and I was raised by this woman, I would think what she's saying is right. Then I turn around the other side. No, when it's going to this way, it is wrong. But when it's going to this way, it is right. Like, which one are we supposed to? You see, I feel like the media, the government set up an agenda for black people, and the black women embraced it. Yeah. And then black men became like nothing. Yeah. And we do not have any form of control. And then these black women are supposed to fend for themselves. We are this, we are this. Yo, the wealth, the world's debt is in the name of the black woman. And we keep talking about this all the time. If the man is in the house, you are not going to buy those Gucci bags and all that. You are not. You know why? Because the man will say, nah, this will not bring any value to us. Buying this shirt, buying this purse, buying this. Buying this weave will not give us any value. But that is what the black woman want to do. So they don't want the man to be in there to say, no, you can't do that. No, that's controlling. So we have to kick that man out. We kick that man out. And then a high value woman like, what's her name? Vivica will come and say at the age of 60, now she wants a man. Where did we go wrong? When black women idolizes people like, what's her name? What's the lady say? The lady you keep mentioning her name. Oprah. That is the yardstick. Yeah. That is the yardstick. And these are the people. Look at what Oprah did to Michael Jackson. And then her own friend did the same thing. And all of a sudden, we can, you know, we can talk about it. Yo, I'm saying that we have to open our eyes to reality, and women need to come out and say, listen, this, I'm an independent black woman thing. It's not working. It has never worked. And therefore, we want to be with, like Taraji, and I respect her for that. We want to be with our black men. We want to be able to start our families afresh and move on as a family unit. Because all the other races are doing it, except us. And then people will turn around and say, oh, like you were saying, in the context of what Malcolm X was saying, Malcolm X was asking a question. You were the most abused. You were the least to be married. You were the least to wealth. You are the best in debt. You are why? Why is it so? Why is it peculiar to the black woman? There's something systematically wrong.
Yeah, and then they thought that he was saying it because black men were not treating black women right.
You know, there was something systematically wrong in the upbringing of the black woman. You have a single girl raising, and all they tell these girls is, man ain't shit, man ain't. I saw a young, beautiful woman last week posted on her timeline that men are bomb. Oh. And this is a young girl that I really respect. I think she's very intelligent. And I tested her right away. I said, why would you even write that? You say, you know, I'm not talking about guys like you, but I say, I know you.
Said man.
When you said men.
And I said, I know you can't talk to me like that because I'm not a bomb. But why do you think, you see, it is these phrases. We make these phrases so common for them to feel like they can say this. Men are bomb, and men are bomb, and men are bomb. Say men are bomb, men are bomb. The moment you internalize men are bomb, when you are meeting a man, you go with a mentality that he's a bomb. And that man feel off your energy. You give me that energy, but you expect me to treat you like a queen. How is that even possible?
But from what rooted her saying men are bum?
Doesn't matter.
No, a lot of times we say it doesn't matter because, okay, just imagine maybe.
So I'm coming. So every time a woman treated me bad, right, before I got married, I went online and said, like, women are the B word. Women are.
Men do it. I'm so sorry. Black men are doing it on social media every single day, calling women B words every single day.
The numbers?
I can compare the numbers, and I can be honest and tell you that men are calling women that every single day. Right now, it's a common thing. No, the reason I asked from it is, I really do. The reason why I'm asking him where it rooted from, right? Imagine a young girl growing up probably in a home where maybe a father is not around, and maybe the father is around, maybe the father is taking care of his other kids, but then maybe not her. Generally, a girl having her head like, oh, and then maybe seeing that in her community, men are bums because the fathers are not showing it.
That case, you stay away of adult stuff.
You
see,
think
the problem,
so?
I know so. The problem,
as a child, why would you say she should stay out of it? Because that's her father. But if you don't have the father present, a man is a bum.
Stay away from adult stuff because you don't know what happened between your mother. What happened between your mother and your father. You see, the problem with women is anytime, because women know men like their children. Anytime there's a separation, they try to use their kids against their father. Make the kids feel like, and they're always saying stuff to the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, your father didn't do this. Your father is taking care of this family. Your father is not doing. How many times kids have come out and said, my father was taking care of me all this while my mother lied to me? How many times?
How many times?
How many times these things keep happening?
How many times has a father know that the daughter that he's taking care of is not his, and the son that he's taking care of is not his, still took care of the kid, and then because he has problem with their mother, move away, knowing that the kids are still not his, still taking care of them, and then the mother would turn the kids against them, only for the kid when there was some kind of sickness. He was not my father.
Not really my father.
But then the man did not even
Utter
say a bad
word to
word
the
about
kid.
their mother.
You know, what I'm saying is women should stop
Some things
trying
are
to
for
put.
grown
You see,
people only.
you see, that's what I'm saying. God forbid this, but if my wife and I get into a problem, I don't want my son is not a judge.
Nope.
That's not his place to get involved in what happened between the. We met before you were born.
Yeah.
Don't even come in. You are not involved. You love your mother. That's okay. Love your mother. But between me and her, what we are saying is the women keep dragging the kids in the situation. Keep dragging the kids.
Muddy
How
the
many
waters.
men? How many men that will you see that, let's say there's a separation and then they call and say, "Oh, your mother is a hoe. Your mother cheated. Your mother did this. Your mother
A lot
did
of men
this. Your
don't do
mother."
that.
But
You
I
know
don't say a lot of men, but I'll say some men do
And
it.
a lot of
But-
men don't do it.
Some do.
But
If your father did not do it, a lot of men don't do it. I'm telling you,
he would not.
because I use my dad as a yardstick, and I believe you use your dad as a yardstick.
Oh, yeah.
too. My dad, even so now, like my dad would not tell me
how
the
many
reason.
times that we found out that a lot of things that our mothers told us
Was not
were
true.
lie? How many times have we found it out?
Yeah.
Why are we not even calling them out?
I do.
we can't.
I do. I'm sorry, y'all don't, but I do.
You see,
Like-
why are we not even calling them
Yeah,
out?
like-
These mothers deprive. Yo, I know a lot of guys that are not even talking to your mothers again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
And
of
then
these
somebody,
things.
yeah.
They found out that their father could have taken care
know
of them.
somebody.
And the funny thing is, they have to push their dad, push them before their dad will utter a word about what actually
Yeah.
happened.
I've been
You know,
there.
Yeah.
so the problem that we are facing is when our women decided that we are no more relevant, they don't need us. They have the power to kick us out of the house, even though we still pay for the house. They can do whatever. Our women took that bait. They said, "We're gonna destroy you. We're gonna do this." All over, you are not romantic. All over, you don't do these things. You can do all the other things, all the bigger things. If you don't do that small
to
thing
cook.
for
You
me,
have to make
if you
breakfast
don't
in
do
bed.
that small thing for me, you are not romantic. And I need somebody that's romantic. Okay, push the man away. And then when you find out the man move on, when the man move on, taking care of a family that will accept him as a man, make him believe in his soul and spirit as a man, all of a sudden he's so pissed off. So I'm going to yes. So therefore, I'm going to use your kid against you because that's the thing that gives you happiness. And this is the situation that we are in.
Yeah,
This is the
that is the
situation
root cause of men are born.
that's the situation that we are in. And you know, you think about this. When you come to me, you expect me to give a better half of myself to you.
To you, yeah.
But you are coming to me that you are independent. What can I
And you're coming with disrespect.
what can I give you?
Maybe a man is meant to maybe break that wall down, right? So maybe he can break the wall down. No. The reason why I say that, I know it might sound funny, right? For me personally, I had the notion of, I think lately I've been saying, I'm a dependent black woman. Prior to that, I think watching my upbringing, one of the things I used to say, I'd rather have my own. So if I've worked, I keep working hard towards, that. But I've realized that was wrong, okay? I have had to unlearn everything that I was taught, right? And it took a man to actually teach me. And I will sit here and be honest about it. It took another man coming and saying, that's what happened, but that's not really the reality of it. I feel like maybe if it comes to a real man, it can, and I can honestly say you've played a part in it, Kumasi. You, Big Mike, you've played a part in it. But I can honestly say maybe it will take another man to come in the picture and break that wall down. Because I honestly feel like the strong black woman thing is a wall that women do that. Because me, the reason why I always used to say I'd rather have my own, because I was like, I'd rather have my own. So if a man gets up and leaves me dry, at least my kids will be taken care of, or I will be taken care of. So I used to always say that.
Can I say something? Why would a man wake up one day and leave you dry? Why?
No, why?
Like
why
I'm
do you
asking a
think
question.
that
Why? Why would a man
Maybe
just
he
get up?
found somebody else. He found better. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Maybe he found better, or maybe he's having an affair with somebody.
Men will sleep with women all the time and run back to their homes. Mm-hmm. Men will sleep with other women and run back to their homes. And this is not just this generation. It's been happening since ancient time, medieval time, a modern world. It's
Even in the Bible.
So I don't know when women make statements like when the man decides. So when you even make statements like that, you are saying the man is crazy and stupid. Who in their right senses will just get up one day and say, "I'm running away from my family and I'm not turning back"? Who do that?
Can you imagine my wife telling me that, like, you know, I'm working so hard so that if you leave me dry, like if you tell me that, it sinks in at the back of my head. You're waiting for me for that day that I'll leave you dry, right? Don't you think that if you plant that seed, it's going to grow?
Of course. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm coming. So
that I stand on it.
Like that independent woman statement, it's like a wall that they've built that they needed men to like break it down before they can soften up, right?
Do you feel like maybe if our men start standing up and fighting for us, that wall will be broken
that was
down?
your mother and your father's job.
No, but the men have always fight for the
I know,
woman.
that's like that is your parents' job to do that.
That's true. It is a parent's job. That one I'll give it to you.
Like we have a statement in the Bible that while men sleep,
the woman.
While men sleep, like the devil was busy planting, right?
Yeah.
We don't have time.
Okay.
Like we don't have. Even as a man, I'm 30 years old, and then like, I don't have a career. I don't have and I still have to like get like my family going. I don't have time to come and break down that wall. So whilst you are sleeping, if I find a ready woman, even if she's born 1, born 2, born 3, and she's ready, and I can even have one kid with her that I can call mine, I'm going that way. So I would have been dating you, and then you would have been like, you have this independent, and I'm trying to break it. I'm like, you're 31 years old. I'm wasting my time. Experience. I have a friend who's a pastor. Also, not Okoba Bioma. On Pelba, like, you know, on what it, or Pobia, what it, or bar, fine, when you bar, whatever. Like, all because of this independent woman.
Yeah. He married a woman with 3 kids. Yeah.
I don't have time to come and break down this wall. So I'll go to the place where I don't have to like break down a wall before I build it. I'll just build a wall. I'd rather have that than demolish one and then build a new one. Does not make sense.
So you see that statement of, maybe a man have to come in and break that wall. Mm-hmm. When they get married to a man, that cannot work. They're not willing. They wouldn't even settle with that.
No.
They wouldn't settle with that.
No.
Will you settle with that?
No.
But men are expected to come in and do your father's job.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, the problem that we have is when women think that we should take them as they come. It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work that way.
That I am the buyer, but take the seller is telling the man, take you as it is.
And broken windows. Yeah, take me
as it is.
Yeah.
But then it takes a human to heal another human. Let's be honest.
Your parents are humans too.
I understand. Kumasi, okay. In all my years, there's things that I have unlearned in life. There's a lot that I have unlearned. It took, I think my dad was here last year, and it took how many years? There was 1 or 2, 3 things that I held on to. As a woman, I held on to. And I feel like a lot of mistakes that I had occurred in my life prior, it was because of those 2, 3 things that I held on to. And then my dad came in my life for a few days, the couple of days he was here, and it broke it all down, right? I understand. What if he wasn't there? There's a lot of things that Kumar said, you have taught me as my brother, that you've taught me that has broken so many walls down. Like even me starting to say I'm a dependent black man, it took my brother to step in to change that, right? Do you feel like, I understand, but what if, let's say I didn't have my brothers with me? I didn't have my father showing up with me. I personally feel like maybe a great man coming into my life, maybe hear the woman out, hear where it stems from, and then maybe help her through that. Yeah, don't you feel like that will be a because I personally feel like as a woman, right? Me speaking as a woman, if a man comes into my life and helps me break my walls down and make me better, like it's a go for this man. Like I'm behind this man 100%.
You see how you easily say this? Most of the times, it is easier done by a person who is not sexually intimate with you.
Yeah.
It's different because that person do not have any interest in the situation. If I am talking to you, it's coming from a pure heart.
Yeah.
because I'm not looking to be with you. I'm not looking to. So it's coming from a pure heart.
In that case,
how
the
many
truth is painful. Whatever he's going to tell you, you accepting it because he's not going to babysit your feeling.
He doesn't.
How many men, how many women are willing to even listen to what their partners are telling them? How many women are willing? Like, men are looking at this and like the same thing. I'm trying to tell you this is a problem for me, and they are not even listening. That's why men don't speak anymore. Because if you are my woman, or if you are somebody that I'm trying to be with, and I'm trying, especially if I'm trying to be with you, first of all, I'm not going to be a teacher. That's not my job.
Yeah.
As a husband, ain't you? As a partner, ain't you a leader? As my man, ain't you the leader?
Let me tell you.
I have a question. As a man, ain't you the leader?
No. Have you made me the leader?
You were a man. Do I have to make you a leader?
You have to.
I have to make you feel like you're a leader. You are a man.
We voted for Joe Biden. We made him the leader.
No.
Yeah.
But
You get
I'll save my comment. But no, as a man, ain't you born a leader? You were a man. You were a leader. You're the head of the
a leader
home.
has to be allowed to lead.
You have to give me a form of.
To lead.
You have to give me a form of authority to be able to make decisions. They hate these words.
Yeah.
The moment you say give me a form of authority, they move back.
I don't mind giving my man authority, but I feel like as a man, you are already born a leader.
Okay.
I personally feel like that's what it is.
So
So me, I submit no matter what.
So as a woman, are you?
I'm the weaker vessel.
No, forget about that weaker vessels. And this is a serious conversation.
Yeah, I'm being serious. As a woman, I'm the weaker one. You're the man. You are the leader. Lead.
Okay. So this is
Come in and lead.
When you say come in and lead, it's good. But when the man is making decisions, then you are second guessing decisions that the man. When the man is ready, when you get pissed off, you can say, "Get out of my house."
Yeah.
When you get pissed off, you can easily tell the man, "Get out of the." How can you, the subordinate, tell the leader to get out of the house? Do we actually? Are we saying these words as words, or we are saying these words as we mean it?
And when the leader makes a decision, and then you try to overrule it, or maybe you tell him not to go by like that decision, and then he goes by it. That same leader becomes autocratic. He's not a good leader. He's this, he's that. Like, all I'm saying is, you telling a man to come in and lead, right? And that man comes in making decisions, and you're not allowing him to lead, right? Mm-hmm. What you're doing, that man also has options. The fact that, like, I'm like, okay, I can't deal with this anymore. I move on. That's what like any logical person would do. That does not mean that the person is not a good man or whatever. Whilst he's wasting his time trying to like, pave out a way to make the relationship work, and you're over there like being like hard-headed. I'm not gonna waste my time. And it's like time is of the essence. Like in the life that we live now, and I would tell every man, hey, you're not her father, you're not her mother.
But isn't relationship meant to be? I'm really asking this point from like maybe women who are coming. Don't you feel like because what we've been also told as young women is that relationship is work. Relationship is building each other. That's what we've been told.
Do you want to work for the rest of your life?
No, but even take it this way. Do you want to work in an environment where you are allowed to do the work, or where you are not allowed to do the work?
Where I'm allowed to do my job.
So how can the man work if he's not allowed to do the job? You and I sat down here a couple of weeks ago, and I asked you that when we are at a tie, a decision has to be made. Whose are we going? You sat here and told me that you don't want to be in a situation, but you are just saying that somebody's a leader. You see, this is the situation that we keep having. When I walk in a relationship with you, and you see me as the leader, have a trust in me that I'm going to make the right decisions for the family.
True.
And if I messed up, I will put all my strength in restoring the damage I have done.
Cool.
When men are making decisions, this is wrong. They're talking, all being negative about what you are trying to do, and all being negative. And the man say, you know what? I have a friend that wanted to do this specific. I don't want to say it because I say it, everybody's going to know that person. He wanted to do a specific thing so badly. Mm-hmm. He believed that's his passion. He wanted to do it. The wife is always talking down on it. The wife is all talking down on it. This will not work. We have to do this. And the man have in his gut instinct that this thing will work. They're always fighting over it. They broke up. This guy met another lady. Boom, he's a millionaire now. Just last year, he sent me a message. He said, I'm official millionaire. I made my first 1 million.
Awesome.
He believed that this thing will work.
Yeah.
Give him the support. Let him make that decision. When he fails, a man will rectify the problem.
Easy.
But you see, we are fighting. I don't know what is it. If I am a woman, I would wish I am a woman where I don't even have to make decisions.
Oh, me.
Where the burden of decision would not even. But
I don't like stress.
But this is what our women are fighting us over.
I don't like stress.
This is what our women are fighting us over.
Yeah.
You know, we are in the house, and you think about it. A couple of days ago, I was having a conversation with my wife. You know, we were not even arguing.
Yeah.
She was passionate about something, I'm passionate about something, and we were talking. And my son was watching us like,
He's debating.
He was confused. He was trying to figure out what.
Yes.
And my wife called and said, "You think we are fighting?"
What's wrong with this people?
Why are they debating?
You know what I'm saying? If we are in a relationship, and this whole thing comes because of the strong black woman thing,
I'm telling you.
they come in to that they have to be strong, and in their view, the strong is being argumentative.
Yeah.
You have to argue everything. You have to make sure that your views are heard.
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you, even in the democracy, it's not all decisions that your views will be heard. That's why somebody has a veto power to veto certain things.
Thank you.
When you are in a relationship that you feel like you trust it, I believe that you get in the relationship trusting the person that he can do certain things. But you get in the relationship, and as soon as you want to take control of everything, and then most of the time, when men relax and they let you do everything, the women sit there and say, "Oh, my man, he's a very good, I have a gentleman, and he allows me to do whatever." Well, most of the time, the man is planning to leave.
Yeah.
When men do not invest their energy anymore, they are planning to leave. That's why you see the girl, that Cora Obede lady.
Yeah.
Oh, the Nigerian dancer.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
On social media, I have a white man, and then he allows me to do whatever. He didn't know the man was planning to leave. The man was planning to leave because he said several times that this woman think that that's what I want to do. Yeah. Left him. When a man is unconcerned, you should be very worried. Very, very, very worried. Out. That's why most of the guys, when they leave, and I'll go back to the sister's video the last time, he said, I was treating this man so bad that the man was working 3 jobs just to take care of me to go to school. I got 2 different masters.
Oh, yeah.
Took care of me. This man took care of me. And you know what I did? I just flaunt in his face all the time.
Yeah.
His weakness.
Yeah.
I keep telling him, I'll get you deported. I'll call immigration on you. And he's doing this, man. And then this man kept doing it, washing her car every Sunday, doing all these things for her. And then one day, this man found somebody. Yeah. And then boom, now the shock of a life.
He left.
I'm telling you, when a man is unconcerned, if the man is not questioning the things that you do, the man is sizing up to leave. Like you, why would a leader sit in the house? If you say your man is a leader, if our women are saying that the man is the leader, why would the man sit down in the house unconcerned when something is
happening?
that he's in the domain of that thing, that he's sitting unconcerned. You think the man don't have a problem? He's already checked out. That's what it is.
Wow.
Yeah, and whenever there is a problem, like when that thing blows up in your face, he walks away.
And anytime he start telling you, whatever makes you happy, go ahead and do it. Yeah. Whatever makes you happy, go ahead. It's not love. I'm telling you.
Scary.
It's not love because the man has already internalized and made a decision that there's nothing that he's going to do. That you are just playing a formality. Yeah. And you can say, but I told him and he said it's okay to do it. They do that and they know. They do that and they know. When the man keeps telling you that if it's okay with you, go ahead and do it. If it's okay with you, go ahead and he's getting ready to leave.
But do we know that like independent, like the word independent, it's like standalone, right? So why would you be independent and then still want a man? Like why would you be an independent black woman and then still want a man?
And expect somebody to do something for you?
Yeah, like it is standalone. Like independent is like it's me by myself and I. So when you say that, do not expect any good thing from another black man. Because, I mean, already you guys have already said that, like, black men are bums or whatever, right? And then the same bum black man, you guys think that when he goes to like the other race, he treats them different. Like he treats them better.
But what happened though?
What changed?
What happened? What changed?
Why is it that an NFL player who probably date a girl in high school, a black girl in high school, and then makes it, and then is living with a white woman or married to a white woman, and they don't have problems, right?
You think they don't have problems, or it's the perfect
But
image for you?
every marriage has its own.
Don't you think
thing.
it's like a perfect image for you? Like, oh, I'm a
It's
black
not-
man with a
has
white
nothing
woman.
to do with. Has nothing to do with that. When Ray Rice was it Ray Rice? Something like was the footballer that punched his girl in the elevator or slapped her.
It's Ray Rice.
Is it Ray Rice?
It is Ray Rice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that video.
know.
Remember?
That guy was like that sound like that guy was coming up like he was boom out of nowhere, his career, everything.
Dropped. Yeah, he lost it.
Yeah, I think he chose. I think they went to therapy or something, and like they still live together. But then, like, if that had not happened, like, do we know how far that guy would have went? And everybody will blame him because he was the one that threw his hand. You get it?
But what led him to throwing his hand was
That
the
one nobody
problem.
cares.
Yeah.
That one nobody cares. But and I'm pretty sure if in that part, if there was a camera that captured it, like for agenda, they would scrap that part.
But nobody will care. You know, in a society where Oprah is the what we call is the yardstick.
Yeah,
Who will care?
yeah.
Who will care? And then when it came out that Oprah was actually the one abusing these young girls and not taking care of them, how many of news media talked about
Can
it?
capture that.
Still, people say, "Oh, Oprah is this, Oprah is this." Why are they not talking about it? If this was done by a woman, a man, to a woman, to a black woman, would have been. So what they have done is they don't want the family nucleus to work. They don't want the family nucleus to work. So if the agenda is to make sure that it doesn't work, the man becomes the constant problem.
Yeah.
So anything they push it on the man, anything they push it on, and then the man get tired.
I mean,
Probably go somewhere and meet a white girl that never thought I could even be with a white girl.
Yeah.
And this woman is doing everything for me, cooking for me, doing everything, taking care of my finances, you know, trying to elevate my career.
yeah.
Like
Like,
why
you
wouldn't
know,
I do it?
But for me, my question: why would you be a black independent woman or an independent black woman and then still want to get married or have a partner? Doesn't make sense. You get it?
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, like you shouldn't want to have a man as an independent black woman. I feel like you shouldn't want to have a man. I have nothing against you saying that you're an independent black woman. I have everything against I'm an independent black woman, but then I want a man. For what?
Yeah, to fix the car, to change the car tire.
Everybody needs somebody.
To do that.
Then say that I'm an independent black woman. I need the house help. I need a slave. Like
And your men say, "Oh, I need a woman that will cook for me too." So what is wrong with me saying I want a man so that you men? Let's be realistic. Your men say it all the time. "Oh, I need a wife so that he can cook for me, do my lunch." So what is wrong with me saying I want
But
a
the
man
man-
that will change my car tire?
But the man is not going out saying I'm an independent black man.
I'm saying that if you make that statement, I'm an independent black woman.
That was a good way to shut me up. that was a good way.
No, but it's true though. Like, why would you want somebody in your domain if you're independent? Like, which means that you are self-reliant in all areas, independent, self-reliant.
I personally feel like not every woman wants to be independent, but situations make us independent.
When you say it,
that's what I'm saying.
When you say it, that's who you are.
I understand that, but I feel like maybe like a season. Most women go through seasons where maybe she's by herself with her kids. She has to do everything by herself.
We
So
don't go through seasons.
no, I understand that you guys go through seasons, but I'm saying that maybe most women say I'm an independent woman because maybe at that moment she's by herself with her kids. She's doing everything. And you said if you're independent, guess what you're doing? You're standing alone. So maybe in that season she's an independent woman.
so
but if
stay
a
that
man
way.
walks into my life and
Why should
comes
a man?
and
Why should I walk into your life after saying it out loud that you're independent? Like you
Hold
don't
on.
need me.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe in this season, right now, me sitting here, I'm a single woman. Maybe let's just say if
Are
I
you
have,
independent?
Me, I'm very dependent. Ask my brother, he will tell
Which
you.
means that
I'm a very dependent woman.
Which means that warrants a man walking in. If you tell me that you're independent black woman, even if you're a single mom, it means the doors are closed, the doors are locked. There's no need for me to come knocking. You get
I
it.
understand where you're coming from.
No,
but
where
then
I'm
I
coming
want you
from
to
is-
also understand from this perspective of this season, I'm going to use myself. I'm single. Let's just say if I had a kid, maybe I have 2 kids, right? In this season, I'm by myself with 2 kids. Guess what I am? An independent black woman.
That's not what independent black woman is.
No, but I'm an
I
independent.
don't think the term is situational.
Yeah, all
I-
seasonal.
Like you can't just say, "Hey, just because I'm doing this, I'm a independent black woman." It's something you have to be. Like if you're independent,
Yeah.
be
It's like-
I
independent.
get
you're
it,
not.
but most of these women that are saying they're independent black, pay attention to the pattern, right?
Right.
They have 1 or 2 kids. They are the ones paying all the bills. We have to be realistic and watch what they're doing. It's the ones with 1 kid or 2 kids, and they're by themselves.
Half of
And
them
let's
are
just
taking
say,
child support.
Right.
That's not
besides
independent.
that, and then let's just say
If
they
you're
are
taking child
paying.
support, that's not independent.
They're paying all the bills they're doing. That's when they tag themselves,
Did
and
you
there's no
watch the-
man coming.
did you
That's when
watch-
they call themselves independent black women. If you pay attention.
Did you watch the video of a woman and a man debating on TV, and the woman say, "I'm not gonna train my kid to rely on any man. I'm not gonna."
Oh, that's a common thing we hear in our community.
No,
I've been told that.
You know, this woman kept saying that, and the man came in and was like, "You are saying you don't need anything from men. You're not gonna train your, but you are the one taking alimony
Yeah.
from the man." And then was said, "But I have kids with him. But you just said you
But I have kids with him.
But you just said you are independent."
The money is the money's for his children. The child support is for his
That's
children,
correct.
not me.
I'm sorry. Like the word, unless we don't understand the word independent, right? When Ghana became independent, they kicked out
But they're still borrowing money.
So
How are you an independent
That's
country
the
if
reason
you're
why-
still borrowing money?
That's the reason why a country called Ghana is not independent.
Damn, how did we flip it on Ghana like
No,
this?
I'm-
I feel attacked.
no,
I feel Ghana is
seriously.
attacked right now.
It's not. I'm saying that once you make that comment, that whether you are a single mother or not, the reason why you ended up as a single mother could be by your own volition, could be you could be the root cause of the reason why you are a single mother, right? You could have just make it work. You could have kicked him out, or maybe he went, but then he wanted to come back. He said, "No, the doors are closed."
But the point is, the stats cannot even lie.
Exactly.
The men are there, regardless of the situation. The men are there. The constant thing is the women that are filing for divorces.
Yeah.
So the point is, the stats cannot lie.
But
You know?
my issue
You
is-
are saying you want to be independent so bad that you want to push the man out,
Yeah.
and then you push the man out again, and then all of a sudden you want another man in.
Yeah.
So are you independent or you are not independent?
If I was your brother,
Understand.
right, and I came to you and I told you that, Jasmine, like I'm really interested in Kelly, but this is what she's saying. Like she on her social media handles, I'm an independent black. I don't need a man. Would you advise me to go to that woman? Like just go into her life. She said, like, once you make that statement, the door is closed. You don't need a man. You can change your when you have a flat tire on the highway, you get out, you jack it up, put a new tire, put a donut tire. You don't call them. In fact, you don't even call IAA. I mean,
AAA.
yeah, AAA. Right. So like,
You know, most men have that insurance, and they're happy. They just get up and
Yeah.
don't have time
They don't
to
even
They
call-
do it
Oh,
themselves.
they do
I'm
themselves.
calling.
that's what I'm saying.
That's the difference.
But then,
between
so
a woman.
based on what you're saying, if we're going to use that Kelly example, what about like the one that Kumasi said? Another one posted that all men are bums. Men are bad. We say it on here. Men are bad. And if a woman is saying that, maybe she's saying that based on an experience. All I'm saying
It's
is,
not my
what
job,
if?
But have you been with all men?
Oh no, I will
So
never
how-
say men are bad because
So
my
how-
father's
how
a man,
you-
my
so
brother's
how
a
are you-
man.
How are you going to make a statement like that? And then when we are saying that you cannot make statement like that, we are not trying to tell you what to say.
No.
We are not. Because those statements are going to come back and hurt you. Because you are the one telling the whole world that you don't need men and men are evil and
Yeah.
you don't need men and you are okay by yourself.
Exactly.
What you give in is what you get.
What you put
give
out
what-
is what-
what you,
yeah.
what you put out is what you get in. And if you keep telling the whole world that men are bad, men are this, men are evil, men are this, and all these words that they say, and then you want to get married, the guys are looking at you like, yeah, you're a beautiful woman, but
But
men are bad.
Jasmine, why?
We'll have a lot of trouble. I don't want to deal with that.
Why do you think that if you're saying that, like the commercial was saying, the lady said men are bumps or whatever, why do you think that a man, like after saying that, me seeing that on your social media, why do you think that I should come and then understand where that pain or trauma is coming from? Why do you think that it's my job as a man to make that change in your life? I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not your father. I'm not your mother. I don't care about you. As far as you are, like as far as there are men and women, I'll always find types like you out there who does not have the same mindset that you as you, who are probably better than
Who
you.
have healed.
Healed or not,
Probably.
probably
I haven't even gone through that.
or gone through that.
Okay, yeah, that's
Like
fair.
me, honestly, I feel like, and this is not an attack, once again, I feel like as a man, if you want to make a good decision, is picking a woman for yourself as a wife, you got to look at the family that they are from. You know, because these broken home kids, it's...
Come on, say. I don't think we should say that. Why?
No,
I'm from a broken home, but I don't think I'm that bad.
Well, these broken home kids, especially those mothers that never got married,
Really?
100%.
You don't think that kids can grow up and the reason I want to ask that, because you don't think that kids can grow up and unlearn everything that they've learned? Because I'm a living
Very
testament.
few.
I'm a living testament of I grew up and I unlearned a lot of things that I learned.
Okay, so the point is, you see this thing called marriage, right? And especially in the era that we live in, it's a big loss for men. Almost all the responsibilities of the marriage is on the man. The man almost all the time loses everything that he got because of marriage. If you are going to, I want to make a decision to get married to a woman, right? And if I'm marrying this woman, of course there's going to be problems. When there's problem, I want somebody from the woman's side to understand that problem. And when I look at the back of the woman and I cannot find an understanding, it's hard for me to make that decision. And that's the main reason why back in the day, our forefathers used to say, "Emkraninti, emkraninti." Emkraninti doesn't mean you are first of all, when you have a kid,
sacrifice.
you gotta understand that you have to make sacrifice. A lot of our mothers have made decisions to leave good men because the men were born. Based on that decision. And this woman went to, do you know second marriages break faster than first marriage? So this woman went here. This woman couldn't even sustain a marriage. How is this woman going to be able to train another girl to sustain marriage? It is a big problem. So what I'm trying to say is our mothers need to make sure that relationship works, and that is the same way that the kids are going to learn. Because most kids that are from a unit family, they grow up they grow up to learn the same thing that I've seen women say, "My mother never leave my mother. They married her, I'll never leave." Yeah. I've also seen single mothers telling their kids, even their sons, that if you watch whatever your wife is doing, go find another girlfriend. They're gonna change.
The woman or one, the mother is one giving
saying
the
these
son that
things,
advice.
and most of the time, because these women never got married, they do not understand that there's going to be hard times in the marriage, and we have to endure in times.
And then they
don't
tell you that, like, as a man, like, say something that you don't let your wife see. A woman.
You know, so it is hard. Like, when we look at lifestyle, I will bear warrior. I could refugee. I mean, I will four different men. Will you tell your son that it is a good place to go?
No.
If you have the chance to advise your son.
Yeah, no.
You are not being mean. No. You are just telling your son the realities.
Facts.
The realities of what is going on.
Yeah.
And that is the conversation that we find.
Tell my son that you're looking at your future.
If you look into that house, there's a bigger possibility that your marriage is going to break. Because this kid is coming with a lot of problems.
Yeah.
This kid does it like me. I don't even have my whole full sibling. I don't.
Yeah.
You understand? I do not. So there's a whole lot of trauma that I'm getting into a relationship with that trauma.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
And just like you said, trying to unlearn, I think, like, for me, like, my biggest thing was to make sure that no matter what, right? So like every time I give myself flowers, right? Because personally, I never saw my mom and dad like even after the age of 4. I can go back to like the age of 4. Even when I was younger than 4, I didn't see like my dad in the house, right? And then like after 4, barely, we're not even together. So every time, so like when I look at my children and look at like where we are, right, and I'm like, I give myself flowers. They're like, I've been able to. My son is 12 now. I'm able to do this, be constant in the house for 12 years. And the people, after my mom left Ghana, the people that I lived with too, the men that were there, I could use as role models. I tell my wife every day, if I lived their life, she couldn't stay with me for 1 second. Do you get it? So we know, like most men, honestly, not all of us, we know our issues. We know where we're coming from. We know the problems that we have like in our house or in our homes, right? And we've made a constant, not because we can. I say, yeah, means we compare, but I can do it, right? Like we've made a constant decision. Say, okay, we don't want to go that route. That's what we say. And then so when I look at things like I'm doing all of these things, like I'm sacrificing, was by default, it's in my DNA to do what my uncles and my aunties were doing. It's my DNA.
Made a conscious decision.
I made a conscious decision not to do it, which means like there's a force by here that is pulling me to that side, and my mind, I've controlled, I've psyched myself not to do it, right? So I feel like I'm doing a lot for you, or sacrificing all of this for you, but you don't see it. Like you don't see it, and you call yourself an independent woman. I'm like, what the hell am I doing this?
Just for
Do you get it?
When you get to the Ashanti region, I think this problem is peculiar to Ashanti region. I don't know what it is, but before, I think it's because the matrilineal system, I don't understand. I think their focus were more of the kids. We're going to have the kids. When you look at those families now, it's always continuing. Like, how do we break that, Jess? Like, how do we break it?
It's tough.
How do we break it? It may not maybe my job that I'm gonna do, they say, I'm trying to fix
that problem.
Like, how are we gonna build? If my focus is to fix, yo, Kumasong, na mame, etifi, no aduane, and my boyfriend, no abiti.
Yeah.
Like, I know, and this thing is peculiar to Kumasi. I don't know why. No aba, no baby, no baby try. If we come on here and cry, no aba. Sama we. So what in the bar? Now when you are running a problem, how you think this?
How is she gonna advise?
Like, how you think this thing is gonna get solved? Oh, I feel like sometimes we see. Yesterday I was speaking to you on something. You said you think the guy dodged a bullet.
Oh yeah.
You know, how do we solve this thing? How are we going to tell the mothers that this lifestyle is not okay? That a man can just come. How are we going to solve this? Will you allow that your daughter brings the boyfriend, come sleep in your house?
Like if they're about to get married or what?
It doesn't even matter. But whether they are going to get married or they are going to. Will you allow your. You see, if you asking me this question, brings me around, I don't even know how to put it.
No, if my daughter has a fiance and the fiance comes to visit.
What is fiance?
Obi obe warino. A fiance is a person that you're about to
Okay,
marry.
Warino.
On warino. So the fiance can't come to the house and eat or even come to the house?
No, there's different.
Come to the house and eat is different. Come to the house and eat, or like, you know, or bad, say be feet, right?
Sleep in the same room with your child.
I don't think so.
You see, there are some lifestyles that we don't.
It's not right.
It's not appropriate. And most of the time, if men are in the house, those things are not going to happen.
Yeah.
You're not going to bring my daughter in whilst I'm sleeping in the next door, and then you are sleeping in there.
And I know come down and say like your son, right? Like, and I saw this thing happen like a while ago, like in a friend's house. That like maybe my back feels audacity to even bring his girlfriend in the house and walk upstairs in my house.
That one did, yeah.
in my house.
That's why the women are cooking for them and almost someone running.
Oh,
hey, them men, and then
the girl like
and
that.
normally they don't marry them.
Yeah.
And normally they don't marry them. Why should they marry them? If they can get food free, they can get sex free, they can get the mother to serve them.
King Solomon.
Why would they marry them? It's most of the problems that these young girls are facing, it's the mothers creating those problems. It's mothers choosing themselves over their kids. That is causing these problems, a lot of them. Because that's why when you look at it, back in the day, when they are going into family, they look in the family history. Why do you think they will go in and do all these background checks? When you are going into a house that you want to get married in, and then every single man in the family is a woman beater, what makes you think that the man that you are going to get married to is different? What makes you think that? There's no difference.
He's going to learn that trade.
There's no difference. And there's more that could be there. And that is even what tribe.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
So why would you want to be in this house? And now because we've thrown all these systems away and then we want to do things our own, that's why we are here. Independent black women will not be there if the man and the woman is together. It stems from the man and the woman is not together. Because if you respect your husband, you're not going to train your kid to be an independent black woman because you yourself depend on the man.
Yeah, true.
So why will you train your kids? But when the father is not there, because of the anger, the hatred, the whatever, all the trauma, that's what the psych people say, all the trauma that they've gone through, they use that to teach the kid. The kid, go ahead.
I've met women that have been married for years, right? That always advise, we are crazy. Because I want to ask that based on what you just said, if there's a man in the home, no woman will train their kids like that. I've met women that have been married for 30 plus 40 years. One of my aunties is married for, I think I would say 30 plus years. That always says, we ejuma, faka crash That's what she says. There's a man in the home who is, and my uncle is amazing, God bless him. And she's always saying, faka crash. What about that one too?
Faka crash.
Just in case of anything.
Yeah, in case of what?
Usually they say that in case of the man's sickness.
No, she's saying in case of if the man leaves. She's not saying about sickness. Trust me, no man. I've met.
That's what
I've met a lot of Ghanaian women who have been married for 30 plus years that have said that to us. I remember there was this group I used to be part of. I left the group. That the woman, she's been married for a year. Her oldest son is like 35. She's been married for that long. That you always say, "Faka crazy also who your bar, faka crazy into that corner so on pill biuma now will be beer with it."
Because that culture stems from when it's not any beer episode. So let's say we hear part.
Yeah.
No, she's saying it's a bad money free.
I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm saying that culture stems from. You don't want to keep going to your husband for everything. So let's say your husband give you money to, let's say, for groceries. If you can manage, you save some money. Those monies were supposed to be for hard times.
Yeah.
If I ever hear my wife advising a young woman that in times that I leave, that will be the day I leave.
Yeah.
That will be the day I leave. That is a malicious intent. How are you going to feel as a woman that I have a separate account? When I make money, I put some in case you decide to leave me, I use that money. How are you going to feel about that?
Of course I won't like that.
Okay. So you definitely, you're just not going to like that?
I wouldn't like that.
My point is it breeds a trust issue. And if I cannot trust you, I cannot be with you. If I cannot trust you, I don't know, maybe if it's my thinking. If I cannot trust you, I think you can kill me. You can poison me. I think you can harm me. You can do anything. If I cannot trust you, so why should I be with you? I believe that if you think you are with somebody that you cannot trust, why are you there? Why are these women even telling young girls that they should keep money because if the man leave them? And I asked this question earlier on, why would a man get up
One day, just
and say, I'm leaving. Because the woman that thinks she has to prepare herself knows she's doing something that one day when the man find out, the man will have to leave. That's why she's making that preparation.
I'm telling. So just like Master was saying, like, he didn't have a problem with the one saying save a little, save a little. For me, growing up, every time I heard a woman tell like another, either her daughter or her niece to save a little, why was they going to marry? It was because they be, I don't say in African said, we tend to remember the bitch my yare. Which my into yare and nothing to shift.
With pay wage out.
With pay wage out.
And there was no form of
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah. Into what I said for BC and that's a clear see. But to say he can get up and leave that one out, like I've heard it. Like I mean, it will be dishonest for me to say I've never heard it. I've heard it, but then I've heard more women say so, like in case the man gets sick. In the last time, let me catch you. As I said, I don't know why like most men think that the man will always be the one to fall sick.
Because the men work harder. If we have to be realistic,
It
in
could be.
most households, men work
It could
more.
be it could be that they are slowly killing them.
Well, we are
It's also
putting
But
insulin
even-
under your
but-
tongue.
But I mean, even with
Putting
that
insulin under your tongue,
it
y'all
doesn't
was-
even have to be that.
Yeah.
The pressure itself.
The pressure, yeah.
The pressure itself
responsibility,
can, you know,
It
kill
breaks
you.
you
The
down.
pressure of provision can kill you. So they have
Yeah.
so many. But back in the day, there were women that were saving money for hard times.
Yeah.
They were not saving money because it's
Yes,
the
ma'am.
intent, you know. It's the intent. If I am, imagine I'm trying to do a side business that I've not even told my wife about, and then my intent is when that business boom, I leave. That's the same thing that the woman is doing. You know, if that business boom, I leave. Then why are you there? You know, I don't think it is even ideal for any woman to say this. I don't know where that is coming from. Where they feel like, I think something should happen for you to have that kind of mentality, right?
Yeah, of course.
What do you think happened?
Oh no, I
Compare what
personally
you are saying. This woman is happily married with a husband.
for years.
Why would such a woman say?
Because we've seen a few. Okay, I can honestly say I've seen a few, one or two. I've shared it on here a few times. I've seen one or two people that, let's say, the husband left and emptied the entire account, and they're left with nothing. I had somebody very close to me that it happened to. The husband left, emptied their joint account, emptied everything, and then she was left literally to pick up from scratch. So she was coming from sometimes that perspective, and we've seen a lot of Ghanaian women actually say, maybe not even. I've met Nigerian women. I've met a Nigerian woman that's also said the same thing. So I'll say Ghanaian, but I'll say we've met a few Africans that have also made that comment. Oh, he left me high and dry, you know. So
You know, when-
from that perspective.
When I hear my wife telling a younger woman that same thing that you just said, I will take all the money in the account and leave. But people don't do things for no reason. I am here killing myself, working so hard, trying to make sure that this woman is good, right? I'm doing things that I can normally not do, so she become good. Then I'm upstairs and I'm hearing my wife telling a young woman, keep money in case that Uja Hokwa. So it means she's doing it.
Oh, yeah.
You have planted that seed. I'll go into the bank, close the account, take all the money, and leave.
Yeah.
Because whatever you are doing is the same thing that I'm also doing, or I've also done. You know, it is not good to set. You know, all the time I tell you that when men react, it's deadly. You know, this man is in his cage. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And then all of a sudden you invited him to a war that you cannot win.
Because even him hearing that, he can think that that's what you're doing.
But that's what she's doing. That's why she can advise on it.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Why would she give such an advice to
If
a
she's
young
not
woman
doing it.
if she's not doing that?
Yeah.
Maybe all the little 20, 30, 40 that I'm losing in the house, she's probably taking them.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I take it? At the point that she has a backup plan, why wouldn't I have a backup plan? Why is she the only person that needs to have a backup plan? And not me.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes anytime that somebody says something to me, I ask, what happened? Because people will not just,
It's not normal.
yeah, it's not a normal behavior
It's
for
not-
somebody, especially somebody that you have kids with.
Yeah.
For you to just get up one day and say my empty account now and I'm gone. Like, what happened? It's because the man get up one day and find out like, you think I'm a fool for doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna show you who the fool is. That's why men do that.
Yeah. Because nobody is a villain in their own story. Like that's one thing that like we need to. If I come to you and I tell you, oh, Jasmine, do you know what Kumasi have done to me? I'll never tell you what I did to Kumasi.
Oh, of course.
That's how it is. But in the Africans, we have like this thing about like taking like whoever came first, right? So if I had a disagreement with Kumasi and then I come to you, you are more likely to like tilt to my side, like agree with me than take Kumasi's side. That's how it is, and it's not always. There's always a motive behind our actions.
Well, that was great. There's always a motive to our actions. Yeah. That was a great ending to the show. Thank you guys so much for watching ATM. I was here with my two bull-headed men, Kumasi and Big Mike, and of course I was produced by Chevy with the Next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys